Welcome to Dizzarian Plays The Secret World. This is going to be part 2 of the introduction. We have just finished getting into the Illuminati. They're drugging us, and we're in some kind of role-playing hypnosis thing going on. And I woke up as somebody else. Everybody's calling me Sarah, even though I look still like my beautiful self. They are calling me Sarah. So let's see what they have to say. Ground Zero. Though this must be a dream, you find yourself experiencing the aftermath of Tokyo's subway attack. Through another's eyes. Follow the lead of the other secret world agents and work your way through the station down to the heart of darkness. You should recover a weapon.
If Dizzarian was here, he'd tell us this is the worst time to argue.
Well, he's not. He's down there somewhere. Sarah, get your gun.
I just got it.
Open the gate! Just get in! The film.
My head, some kind of tentacle creature.
My God.
That's there's a tentacle going on.
Watch out!
Nice shooting!
Wow.
How many have they got in there?
Man,
It's gone viral so fast. If this gets out into Tokyo...
It doesn't. We stop it here, whatever it takes.
one moment here. I'm going to adjust the sound.
Thanks for the encouragement, Alex.
It's better to
Oh,
be
I have
honest.
to restart it. There.
Now is not the time for
So I
argument.
learned a healing
Told you he would say that.
and a consumer, and I'm working on my way through this. I can't
We
believe
must
I
reach the next
messed that up.
platform.
Still. See here, right down to the bottom of my fire.
Well done.
I probably want to heal myself.
The gate's opening!
I think that's bad news. Yep, bad news.
They're not stopping!
And they will not stop. All to hold us back. Top marks for effort. Someone has to push through. This confusion may be all the time we have.
Someone?
Yeah, that means me. I know. I'll push on through. What do you guys do? Oh, those jolts are terrible. Heck. Did I get too far ahead of myself? Okay. Going further on down. Alright, can't run anymore. Oh. What is this? This doesn't look right. Wonder what all this means. There's no telling.
Pineal gland. Overstimulated. Higher brain functions. Functioning. That is great work. Well above MK Ultra success rate.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, can I ask you, have you ever seen a jaguar tripping?
Zerd!
Well, yes. Look it up sometime. Hey, you'd better haul ass to the test chamber. Jump through a few hoops. Oh, and you may be feeling some discomfort from the microchip that I grafted to your spinal column.
Yeah, that would.
No
that would
worries,
probably hurt a
Joe.
little.
I mean, it's gonna fade, really. And as your doctor, I'd caution you, strongly caution you, don't try removing it, okay?
Huh. I don't like those kind of rules. Okay. Move around and regain your senses. Okay. Labyrinth.
This place is something else, man. Wow. You know, I haven't been outside the labyrinth since
I like the crazy
2003.
scientist.
I really should check, see if I still have clearance. But I've been so tied up at the office, running the whole spectrum. New inductions, enhanced interrogations, exit interviews.
And,
There will be mandatory
the secret
drug
world?
You got a lot of new, conflicting information. Remember, you're a very special individual, and you're mutating into something even more special.
The Illuminati? Tell me about the Illuminati.
So since before science was science, man has explored many different paths to enabling the full human potential. Medical, natural, occult, yada, 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 yada. All of them operating within set boundaries. Or as I like to think of them, speed bumps on the highway to success.
And what about this Urukai
What
group?
can I say, man? Some advanced R&D groups get all the breaks. They're a private company, no audits or regulations. Remind me to show you your brain scan sometime. Wow! It's like a magic eye picture.
I got all sorts of creepy stuff hanging around. I got an arm in a jar, a squid, something. Alright, I'm done with him. So let's, where are we going here? And we're on to the Illuminati headquarters. Yeah, we know about the mini-map. Find the test chamber. That wasn't the test chamber.
Magicians sawed him in
Oh,
half.
that's a character.
I thought they didn't have a sense of humor.
No spell casting outside of the test chamber.
Oh, we're gonna do some spell casting. All right. Let's look at these guys. I like that. All right, sprint. Here's the test chamber. Yes, enter the test chamber. All right, so now we will be testing, I suppose.
They give me clay and expect me to hand them back steel. It is not an instructor they want. It is an alchemist. You, my friend, are in a world of tigers. And they will eat you alive if you are weak, if you hesitate, if you do not strike first. Here, you will learn to strike first, and strike hard. For those combat holograms, they can do nothing to you. I, however, have a high-powered rifle and a streak of what some call sadism. I call a will to incentivize. You have potential, but we have no time to tease it out of you. Inside you is a power, an anima you can draw on to make yourself stronger, faster, a more effective killer. It is the magic behind the magic bullet.
The magic bullet.
The weapons you use will become an extension of yourself. They are the instruments through which your anima is made force. I want you to arm yourself and show me that force. We have an arsenal here. You can experiment with all of them if you please. have an edge, my friend. And I am not interested in how or why you came
Not
to
sure which
possess
weapons
it.
I want to start with.
Only that you sharpen it to the best of your abilities. Nothing less. In the test chamber, you can do so in safety. Safe. Except from me. Now, let us begin.
Let's begin. Quite an accent he's got on him. Alright, so in here we can choose the type of weapons we want to use. And the type of weapons that you use are the type of skills that you'll be able to use as well along with them. And there's like 500 skills or something ridiculous in the game. So there's all sorts of possible combinations, you know. So if you have a sword and chaos magic, well, then you can use skills from both sets, and then those combos with those are, you know, there's synergy with certain ones. So there's just all sorts of crazy things you can do, and it's beyond what I'm even familiar with. So I'm going to take some blood magic here.
When you think of magic, you think of this. Old school.
Look at that. He's got
Prayers
nice...
of protection. Chants for disease. It is in the bosom of every culture, no?
Yeah,
Sicken
and
your enemies. Seize up their movement. Or strengthen your allies with bonds of blood.
So we see here, this is kind of new. I've not seen this before. It's a weapon feature. It's long range, so it's got 15 meters. And it's healing via barriers. So we get, and tells you the resources that it used, the DPS, and healing. So that's pretty cool. Let's take a look here at Chaos. You can see it's changing my...
Chaos, or chaos magic as they call it, is a dangerous and unpredictable power. A trickster power. Misdirection, smoke and mirrors, yes. But the weapons it summons are very real. You will control the fortune of the battlefield, at least for a moment.
So that's cool. And Elemental is probably... Oh no,
This
it's just DPS
is our
straight.
new science, my friend. Billions of defense dollars have been spent studying the particles of reality and how to manipulate them. Fire and electricity to damage, cold to hinder, magnetism to nullify.
Are those little USB things? Yeah, they are. Look at that. That's pretty weird. Let's take a look at some of the guns here. Let's see what the weapons do.
Assault rifles are advanced weapons. You will switch between high-powered shots at range, semi-automatic bursts, the underslung grenade launcher, and more exotic health-leeching attacks.
So it's got some health leeching to go along with it. And pistols and shotguns we already played with, and swords and claws and hammers. Let's take a look at the swords.
These are for matadors, eh? The sword fighter understands speed and anticipation.
And it's short
Turn
range
your
and
opponent's
draws weight.
recklessness back upon them. Keep up the dance and bleed them out while you allow yourself time to regenerate.
Claws are probably pure DPS. Oh, well, got some heal too.
The brawler. Fist weapons are precise and brutal. You find a weakness and press it. Relentless. Uno, dos, tres. You strike in combinations. Blood, anima, they flow thick together. Use this knowledge to heal yourself and your allies.
Okay, and then what about the hammer?
Hammers
DPS and
are
tank.
weapons for the strong. Not just to swing it. No, you must be at the center of the battle. So farewell to that pretty face, my friend. But you will learn to block attacks, pulverize your foes, and shake the ground itself. Shotgun. Extreme prejudice with a drawback of extreme close range. If you are crowded, if you must put down multiple attackers at
I think we're going to
once,
start with
use
just...
its cone attacks.
Let's, yeah, so we're going to do that. And I think... Let's see, let's just go over here and see... What do? I think, oh, I have to equip it. So I do that. And then All right. So we'll just start with that. It's easy, and it will be constantly changing probably as we find things and as I determine what my style is. And you can change on the fly. There's no reason to actually re-roll a character in the secret world. It's you can do all skills at all times. You just have to keep learning them. So.
This is a test environment in more ways than one, my friend.
Oh, I have to target.
In here, we have total control. We see a war play out exactly as we intended to. You will learn, and unless you offend me more than I can bear, little harm comes to you.
Unless you can offend me more than I can bear. Target combat hologram. Oh, okay. Use Oh, I see. It's actually teaching you how to use it a little bit. All right. And we can, of course, come back here, I think. Sure. My first weapon's going to be shotgun. All right. Choose a second weapon and complete your weapon. Ah, good. Because I wanted to use blood magic as my second.
When you think of magic, you think of this.
Using two weapons.
Prayers
so
of
it's builder,
protection,
consumer.
chance for disease.
Oh, I can see
It is
Look,
in the
it even
bosom
has
of every
the
culture,
little
no?
highlights. Here's plus
Sicken
the
your
builder,
enemies,
and that's consumer.
seize up their
Builder,
movement,
consumer.
or strengthen your allies.
There are three
with bombs
categories of weapon
blood.
resources: melee, magic, and ranged. Okay. So, let's go here. Builds resources. Attack the practice target with an ability that builds resources for both weapons. Do either one. Let's see. Maybe it did. All right, and we're going to return to the director. Yes.
This is the company line. You will use it to maintain contact in the field. Do you understand? That is all.
Okay. Use the phone. And go meet your primary contact. So, we've got, that was the training room. So you can see we've got some skill points.
Welcome to the Council of Venice Digital Archives
Go ahead and watch this.
and your online guide to surviving the secret world. Character skills. This is the character skill interface. You can train your weapon and talisman skills using skill points. You receive a new skill point when your experience bar fills up. Every weapon has two different skill paths. These will vary based on weapon type, although damage is always one of the two paths available. Distribute your skill points in order to focus on a specific playstyle. The higher your weapon skill, the higher quality weapons you can equip. You will also need to put skill points into your talisman skills in order to equip higher quality talismans.
Talismans are kind of like jewelry.
Whenever you see the skill point icon, make sure to open the character skill interface in order to distribute your new points. For more information on character skills, please access the Council of Venice archives.
So, that's skills. So we've got two of those. So let's go ahead and we get a new ability because of that. That's cool. I guess. I don't know what that. We'll do abilities here in a second. And we'll do blood healing. New ability purchase, restorative words. So we're going to go to the ability wheel. And actually, let's... Oh, I messed it up. I was going to watch the little thing, but we'll go back to the ability wheel. Oh, here we go.
Welcome to the Council of Venice Digital Archives and your online guide to surviving the secret world. The ability wheel. This is the ability wheel. The ability wheel is where you will train new abilities. Abilities are trained using ability points. You get additional ability points by gaining experience. When your experience bar reaches a threshold, you will receive a new ability point. As you train new abilities, you can drag these onto your ability hotbar. There are 2 types of abilities, actives and passives. Active abilities are triggered using keyboard shortcuts, or by clicking the icons on the ability hotbar. Your passive abilities are automatically activated when equipped. Active abilities are linked to weapons. You must equip the correct weapon in order to use your abilities. You can equip 7 active abilities and 7 passive abilities simultaneously, along with 2 weapons. Keep an eye on your ability point counter. When you have new points available, you can train new abilities and expand your skill set. For more information on the ability wheel...
Okay. So you can see, like, we have melee, we have magic, and ranged. And so as, let's go ahead and do ranged here. We can see that you get different, and you can see it in the list, it's actually showing you different abilities here that you get. So you can see here's Coup de Grace, Coup de Gras, whatever. And that's a passive ability because it's purple. But you can see I need 2 AP points. No, I need 1, 2, 3, 5 to actually purchase that ability. So let's just go ahead, and they also have decks, which are like kind of like classes. So you can see there's elite ones, and like bodyguard is a shotgun and a hammer. Bounty hunters, shotgun and pistol, and fixers that. And whenever you choose these, it kind of lays out what skills you need to pursue. So that actually could come in pretty handy if you don't know what to do or where to go. And I don't, but I don't know that I have the combination I had, which may be bad. Oh, there are some starter ones too. Cage Master, Forcer. That's Chaos and Shotgun. Maverick, Polarizer, Punisher, Trickster. Okay, so I don't know any of these. Actually, I'll just go ahead and choose a Forcer, just kind of as a little bit of a guide, not much. So it says, you probably want to put 5 points in here and 5 points in here. In fact, let's go ahead and put a point in here so we can get the hit and run ability. And see, so this gives us whenever an enemy dies, your shotgun resources remaining, an explosion occurs around that enemy, dealing 40 physical damage to up to 6 enemies. So that's pretty awesome. And let's go ahead and do this one. Powder and Burr builds 1 resource for each equipped weapon. Single target strike, attack, and deals 55 physical damage or 64 physical damage if target is hindered. Okay. Do I have any more? I don't think I do. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and leave the training area now. You can select a new weapon and try out other combat styles when you are ready. Leave the training room. Yes, travel New York. And now on. This should be about the end of... Oh, I gotta go up the stairs there. Into the office.
I fucking love old school hip-hop, don't you? Projecting indecision is a big no-no. Always smile. But this isn't another test. We don't do probation. You're either in or you're out. The Illuminati are very achievement-focused. It's like Xbox, only everything is hardcore. The ethic I really want to instill in you is to aim high and achieve even higher. It's not just in your best interest, it reflects on me, too, and that is super important. Make me look bad, I'll mount your head on my wall as an object lesson to the next fuck-up. God, it is so cute when you new guys think I'm kidding. Solomon Island.
Solomon
A little town and a preppy school with connections to us have kind of vanished off the coast of Maine. The people aren't a major deal. Do you know how many disappearances there are in the United States every year? We do. But our noses need to be totally clean on this one. The military are involved, and we have limited bandwidth to stall the shitheels at the DoD. Give an old dude a red button to press, it's like Viagra to them. I want you out on Solomon Island to assess the impact on our bottom line. You can skip the traffic and the quarantine by traveling through Agartha. Just use your initiative, but not too much initiative. That comes across as desperate. Ciao, ciao.
All right. So that's going to end this episode, because after this we're going to head over to Solomon Island, and I'll pick that up in the next video. So if you like these, you're ready to see more of it, especially see Solomon Island, because that's when it really gets good, because that's a Cthulhu themed area, and it's great. I love all of it. So I hope you liked it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I've got more of these coming. I've got other videos. I've got EverQuest 2. I've got some WildStar. I've got just all sorts of videos happening on my channel. So you definitely want to subscribe and check those out as they come on. So till next time, bye.